forming those bonds with your teammates, whether it be on the football field, whether it be on the cheer squad, the pom squad, the dance squad, the band, uh, in the training room. That is what it's all about.
Yes. And so this is one of those nights where you're just this is the as you were talking about the brotherhood, that camaraderie that's coming in tonight. This is one of those moments where you pick each other up. The entire football team, once you come to the sideline, you're going to pick each other up. You're going to be, hey, let's do this for, all the seniors on this team, Carter Ashby, Talon Cope, and a couple of other players that's escaping my mind right now. But, that this is for them. This is a game to where, hey, let's get them to the playoffs. Let's have a good run going into the playoffs this year and go into the playoffs with a win. And, not just maybe just a win, just a simple little win. Go in with some of these big
Momentum.
big victory wins we've had so far this year.
Old Uncle Mo is a thing, and
Uncle Mo is
and
definitely
he
a
is
thing.
absolutely in play tonight, especially as we look to maybe go to the playoffs. So before we get started, let's go ahead and take our first break of the evening. Crossover Radio Sports brings you Piedmont Wildcat football. It is sports talk with a purpose. We're going to be right back after this break for football time in Oklahoma. Stick around.
Get on your feet, Wildcat fans, for your Piedmont Wildcats! Sound coming through now for the online for Squirtle. Matt. Hey Matt, is the sound coming through now? Yeah, I fixed it. Good job. Air high five. What would we do without you? Not have seen you. Don't call me High Tech Tony for no reason. Who's their quarterback? Number 3? I'm guessing number 3, because there's only. I don't know, but I know number 12. But number 12 is a freshman, so I wouldn't imagine. Yeah, that's what I was thinking number 3, mainly because of the junior. Cheap. I thought I could do a little side action, go in and hit the back of the trash can. Of course it did. Try to go behind the back. I tried to do the whole, just around the corner shot. Ah, nice. Didn't work.
And we're back, F&M Bank Stadium. Once again, thanks to F&M Bank for being our season-long headline sponsor for Piedmont Wildcat football. Greatly appreciated. Piedmont Athletics greatly appreciates the work that you do and the support that you give, and greatly appreciates your presence in the community here in the great city of Piedmont.
Yes, and so with that being said, we're about to have football time here in Piedmont country and Wildcat country here in Piedmont, Oklahoma. It's a nice night. It's probably low 60s, high 50s. It's going to get a little chilly throughout the night. Definitely end of season Friday night lights. Who you got in this one?
This is football weather, and you know what? Here's the thing: it's senior night. You do not want these seniors for tonight be the last time to put on pads. I actually have Piedmont, and I think they get old Uncle Mo on their side going into the playoffs.
I think this is a multiple score win for Piedmont. I think this is a solid, probably I'm going to go 42-24 kind of game, 42-21. I think Woodward might come out and kind of do some things, but Piedmont's going to get the ball first here.
That's right. Piedmont defers on the toss. Woodward defers on the toss. Piedmont getting the ball first, and it is a muffed punt right there, or kickoff right there. Scrum for the ball. Who's got it? Woodward's got it. Early mistake on that chip shot kickoff. And we thought we were going to see the Piedmont offense first, but here comes the Piedmont defense after that first turnover on the very first possible play, 2 seconds into the game.
Yeah, that's one of the, we've been seeing those kind of kicks all year long because they don't want to kick off to Cole Riggs returning some of these kicks and having good momentum on some of these kick returns. So we've been seeing those little pooch kicks that go to about the 20, 30-yard line. So we'll see what happens here with Piedmont defense, with a bunch of seniors on defense here.
Can't read the numbers yet, but Woodward lining up in the spread offense, and it is a design run right up the middle. quarterback. It looks like Wyatt Pope is lining up as the quarterback. Listed him as a wide receiver, so they gave us a little bit of the okey doke on the roster. Thanks for that, Woodward. Really appreciate that. And that's going to be a short gain of about 2 yards on the play.
Yeah, and it looks like this defensive front four for Piedmont is crashing in pretty well. You just hope that they don't over pursue and maybe do something where, possibly a little over the top action might happen.
Either over the top or maybe some misdirection as they go in here, knocking on the door of the red zone. Spread formation trips to his left. Single down low for Woodward as they line up, and it is rolling to his left. Looked like a design run or a busted play, and tracking down, ball on the floor, and it looks like Piedmont has it. Looking for the signal, and that is exactly what it is. Piedmont responds and gets the ball right back to go ahead and go on offense.
Yeah, that was where that quarterback for Woodward was kind of making that outside run, maybe trying to turn upfield and do something, but he didn't have that ball secured, and Piedmont came around and was able to just do the little, arm around the waist, punch the ball out, and get a fumble on the ground. And luckily, it stayed in bounds, and Piedmont was able to recover.
3 points of pressure on the ball prevents fumbles. He carried that like a loaf of bread. Here we go. Piedmont comes out, and that sophomore captain, that leader, Joshua Mars, coming out to lead his troops in the flexbone formation, lined up, now looking to get the play. Cannon Wood lining up in the backfield here.
Yeah, and so I'm looking for Cannon Wood to have just a phenomenal game tonight, as well as with Mars, and lining with 2 wide receivers on this set.
And the handoff is to Wood on the left side, looking for something, falls forward, gain of 4 on the play, and here we go. Cannon Wood doing what he does best, getting that yak life, and then falling forward for those extra yards.
Yeah, and we've been seeing that for the last 9 games, and so why not make it an even 10 games of number 10, being able to just kind of have his way there on the offensive line.
Mark, I see what you did there. You're not the best in the business for nothing. Here we go. Singles on either side in the flex bone, putting a man in motion, looking to see if they couldn't catch someone sleeping. But Woodward defensive line stays home. Mars looking to the sidelines for the play. Wood in the backfield. Here we go. Under center, and here is the snap. Right side, Wood got a hole that's crushed pretty quickly, not before a gain of about 3. That's going to bring up 3rd and 3, and this Piedmont offense staying on schedule.
Yeah, so, as we talked about at the beginning of the game, or beginning of the season, going all the way forward with this triple option team, you want to get 3 or 4 yards on every play, and that's going to put you on these 3rd and very shorts, being 3rd and 2 here, and that was this is exactly what Piedmont needs to be at, 3rd and short, 3rd and less than 4, and they'll be able to continue to run the offense as normal.
3rd and a long 2. Here we go. Singles on either side from Mars. Wood in the backfield still. Handoff is to Wood, looking to get the first down. Looked like he's going to be about a yard short after that short gain. And decision time here for Piedmont on their own end of the field. And looks like that offense might be staying out there, Mark.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to keep him out there. And maybe, this is something you might think about. They've already tried it twice, doing that little man in motion to the tailback. And Woodward hasn't bid on it, so this might be one of those hard counts.
Mars under center, and it is a quarterback sneak. Needed a yard, got a yard and a half on the play. Mars just puts his head down and just starts plowing the field.
Yeah, and so that was one of those sets. It's like those triple options, but whenever Cannon Wood's usually 4 to 5 yards behind, he was only about 3 yards behind the quarterback. So that's one of those. As soon as the ball's hiked, you kind of give your teammate a little bit of an extra hip bump.
Maybe a little shimmy, little something on the extra. There we go.
Listen,
first
ref,
and
I was just trying to block.
I'm just crashing the field. Here we go. 1st and 10. Ball at the 31-yard line. And the handoff is to Wood. Runs into his own man. Nothing doing on the play as that play was blown up pretty well by the Woodward defense. That's going to bring up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, and so far they've been relying heavily on Wood so far this first drive of the game. You kind of have to start thinking maybe a little play action handoff to, Lucian or Robles or anyone else that's on the field, or possibly pass play, because we did see last week or 2 weeks ago that Mars passed the ball a lot. We apologize. We weren't here last week for the Lawton Ike game last week.
Yeah, we don't travel well. I'm kind of a homebody. And also was not actually in the state. Here we go. Mars.
Neither was I actually at that point too.
Yeah, Mars under center, looking twins to his left, in this modified wishbone. Timeout on the play as they discuss this, looking to go get that momentum early. Piedmont Wildcat football, we're going to take a break with them. Crossover Radio Sports, sports talk with a purpose. We're going to be right back after this.
So is it 14 or 15 is the quarterback?
Wants to discuss it, Mark. I mean, it's early on, but you want to go ahead and assert your authority here early and set the tempo. That's why Piedmont decided to call this timeout to make sure that this drive results in something positive.
Yeah, because I mean, you started the game off with that kickoff, the botch kick. Then you're able to get that turnover, big time turnover, and now you're going to come out and you want to get points on the board here. So this is one of those drives that you want just a nice, just solid drive with 7 points at the end of this thing.
Mars under center, Cannonwood in the backfield, and kind of that modified flex bone with a 3 receiver set. Here we go. Putting a man in motion. The handoff is to Wood as he is able to get bottled up. And actually, one of the few times that we see Cannon Wood actually falling backwards on a tackle. That's going to bring up, call it 3rd and 9, Mark.
Yeah, that's we're a little bit off schedule on this series here. You know, that first series they were able to get a 3rd and short, and so this is that 3rd and long. You kind of wonder, are we going to go to the air on this play on maybe a simple slant route just to get the first down, or an option style run or something like that?
Woodward definitely keying in on Wood. Here is the option play coming around. Mars nothing doing as they stretch him out. He gets to about the 35, still going, able to fall forward. Second effort was able to make something happen. And we have a little extracurriculars.
Yeah.
Looks like perhaps Woodward decided that Christmas is going to come just a bit early. As maybe a little bit of extra something as they get it figured out. I imagine that this is going to be a personal foul, Mark.
Yeah, this is going to be a personal foul. It looks like that was Cole Riggs on the throwdown of some sort, but here's the call unsportsmanlike conduct on Woodward. So that's a free first down on a big 4th down stop for Woodward.
Woodward stretches him out for the 4th down to bring up 4th and 5, but then turns that into 1st and 10 just because you couldn't hold your water. That is the discipline that makes or breaks teams, and Piedmont will take that all day long, puts them into Woodward territory.
Yeah, and this continues the drive, so this is one of those things of it's already getting a little physical down there. It's one of those things maybe if they might over-pursue and maybe think about something over the top on 1st down here.
Mars under center, putting a man in motion. Handoff is to Wood. Fumble on the play, and it is Woodward's ball as Mars was unable to get the transition from center, and that's a turnover. And so the gifts, it's gift-giving season as Woodward gives them the personal foul, but Piedmont decides to give him the ball right back.
Yeah, that's one of those things that you have to have ball security. So far, we've seen three instances of ball security, and, well, we wouldn't be a very good vault of any sort in the Piedmont Stadium here tonight.
No security whatsoever. Don't need Danny Ocean and his 11 in order or 13 or 8 or how many Oceans are there now? Here we go. I formation for Woodward as they line up twins to the left. Pistol formation. Pitch is to the running back left side. Gain of about 3, takes a hit right there as he's brought down.
It looks like that was Cole Riggs coming in from the safety spot to come down and get that just big hit right there on the line of scrimmage and stopped a big gain there.
Denzel Emery on the carry for a gain of about 3 on the play, and he earned all 3 of those yards. Here we go. Lining up in the pistol formation as Woodward is getting the play from the sidelines. Play clock becoming a factor, and I imagine that we're about to see a timeout to avoid the delay of game, and we do. as Woodward gets their act together. We're going to take a break with them. Crossover Radio Sports brings you Piedmont Wildcat football. We will be right back after this quick message.
Or online at Rob's
Lining up in a shotgun formation is Woodward. Rolling to his right, throwing to his right, caught on the right. Big time catch. It looks like the ball got jarred loose. Woodward does keep the football, but it seems like maybe a little extra slippery here on the ball tonight, as we are having turnovers and close to turnovers all night long. That's going to bring up 3rd down and 2 on the play mark. And this 3rd down, another big 3rd down for this Piedmont defense.
Yeah, this is one of those things that you have to make sure you don't over pursue on this and be able to just stay in your lanes and be able to, keep everything in front of you and hopefully get something there. They brought in the jumbo package for the running, so you might think of run up the middle here in a second.
Here we go. Snap on the play. The handoff is right up the middle. Good call to you, Mark. Gain of 4 on the play as they get that 1st down, and they bring in,
I think that was number
34. That looks like old Devin Camacho, not related to President Camacho.
I see what you did there.
See what I did there?
Yeah, that's a great movie too.
Yeah,
hey,
indeed.
It's what plants crave. It's what plants crave.
That's exactly.
Yeah. Oh goodness. Oh, we gotta keep this within the rails tonight.
Twins on either side. Camacho in the formation as well. The handoff is to Camacho, and he is able to be brought down after a gain of 4. And he's got a little Jerome Bettis in him.
Yeah, that's a very Jerome Bettis type of run. Basically, put your head down and act like as a battering ram, and just get positive yards. Kind of what we've always seen from Wood so far this season, and this is just a different version of that. But it's kind of hard to stop those downhill runners like that.
I mean, especially here in the first quarter, because we've seen it with Wood. Those gains of 2s and 3s turns into 7s and 8s here pretty quick because just the punishment the defense ends up taking. Twins on either side for Woodward, and the roll is to his left as looking for a receiver. Incomplete. Pass intended for Parker Schmitz. Wyatt Pope on the pass. Going to bring up 3rd down. Here we go, 3rd and 7. As this Piedmont defense, once again, looking to get a stop here.
Yeah, and that was just good coverage downfield, but that was also good coverage getting to the quarterback, and we're in Pope's face, but just to be able to do something about it. But there was some laundry on the field on that play. Looked like it was a holding on Woodward, so that makes it a 2nd and 7 all the way back to
2nd and 17.
2nd and 7. No, maybe that wasn't. That might have been that looks like a 15-yarder actually. Sorry, it was not holding.
It was a hold. I saw the call, but it spotted the foul.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yeah, and so 3rd and 7 turns into, let's call it 2nd and 24.
No, yes, something that long a while.
2nd and lots. Here we go. Wyatt Pope looking to pass, setting up the screen pass to Camacho. He's got a head of steam, and he lowers the shoulder, gets to the 45 of Piedmont. That's going to bring up 3rd and let's call it 15, gain of 10 on the play. And they kind of telegraphed that screen pass a little bit, Mark.
Yeah, that was a lot of just little cut routes and comeback routes by all the other wide receivers on the field. And the offensive line just completely went over and just said, this is what we're doing. we're going to do a screen pass. But
It's a screen.
But this is one of those things that for Piedmont, they've had a hard time recognizing a screen pass. We've seen that a couple times, a couple different teams that we've watched against that they just can't recognize the screen off the snap.
Pope in the backfield with Camacho on the either side, twins on either side. Pope looking to pass, got a man, and great defense on Piedmont. That's Cole Riggs on the defense, and he's able to break up that pass. Picture perfect safety defense from the senior.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's a senior moment right there. That was one of those ones that I think he wished he probably had that pick, but at the same time, he climbed the levels to go up there at least to disrupt that pass and make this a third and extremely long. So we're actually going to see Cole Riggs on the punt return here, where Woodward's going to punt it, probably try to pin him very deep. They're at the Piedmont 45, so it's going to be coffin corner punt situation.
Here we go. Riggs back to field. High spiral kick, fair catch called for and made, and then he's hit. Got a little shoulder shake. Zebras decide to keep the hanky in the pocket on that one. Okay, so here we go.
Yeah, a little bit of a. I will say that was just a
little tap,
little love tap, just kind of saying, "I'm here, bro. I'm here." Just letting you know.
I see you, dog. Senior night, huh? Cool. I don't care. Get your senior night right here. We're keeping it right here as Piedmont's offense comes on the field. Second drive, Mark. You got to think that Piedmont needs to get something moving because this defense for Woodward has stood tall. Here we go. Mars under center in the flex bone. Receivers on either side.
He's like waving at the white guy. The one with the white hat. Is that you?
Here we go. Mars pass, and here it is, and it is completed to the 45, 40, 30. It's a foot race inside the 15, and that is Colton Lucian leaking out of the backfield for a big pass play.
That's about a 70-yard pass off of about a 20-yard pass in the air. And Lucian decided, and he wanted to get 50 more yards on his own on that play.
Lucian almost was too open there for a minute because he got a little double take on that catch.
Yeah, that was it hit his hands and it bounced. It was one of those things that Amari Cooper type of catch. You bap it up in the air and then you catch it again.
Concentration. Here we go. Mars under center as they are now in the red zone after that big pass play. The handoff is to Robles, who spins off a tackle, spins off another one, gets stood up right there at the 10-yard line. That is going to be a gain of about 4.5 on the play for Robles, going to bring up second down.
Yeah, and so this is where you have the, you're going to have probably Cannon Wood possibly running, but you're also going to have Lucian as well as some other key backs here. You might be able to option plays of some plays out the center. So far, we watched them do the run mainly up the gut, and it's kind of going for those 3-4 yards. It's one of those times where you might try to catch them a little back on the back of their heels or something.
Here we go. Mars under center. Robles on the right side has a hole, breaks a tackle, and he goes into the end zone. That's a Piedmont Wildcat touchdown. Isaac Robles on the carrier, bouncing off of would-be tacklers to find pay dirt.
Yeah, so that was just a great play there by the right side of the offensive line. Really cut off the end right there. Was able to give Robles all the green in front of him into that bright blue and yellow Piedmont end zone for 6 points. Talon Cope, senior, is up here and going for the extra point here.
Here we go. Pardon me, I said Isaac. It's Israel Robles. Snap is down. Kick is up for the senior, and it is good. And so just like that, big play yields to a score. Piedmont up 7-0, 1:47 left in the first quarter. They're taking a break. We're going to take it with them. Crossover Radio Sports brings you Piedmont Wildcat football. We'll be right back after this. Mars to Lucian. Israel Robles finds pay dirt to pay it off. 7-0, 147 left in the first quarter, Mark. That's the drive that you were looking for.
Yeah, that's a big-time just momentum swing. That's where even on defense, they feel that momentum, that big-time pass, big-time momentum shift. You have 7 points. Now you're going to – this is the time you start to pour it on. This is the time where defense starts to step up. And so let's see if Talon Cope does one of those little pooch kicks or if he kicks it deep. So let's see what happens here.
Here we go. The senior kicker lines it up at the 40 as they get ready to send this one off after the score. Cope decides to go ahead and kick it deep, fielded at the 15, high kick, and that's where it's taken up to the 20, and then he is stood up and tackled at the 24-yard line. That's where Woodward's going to take over 1st and 10.
Close enough, 24. 24, 29. It's the same thing. It's only 1 yard on the inside of the 30. But you know what? Hey, we pay you for your talking ability. It's okay. I got you, though.
Math is hard. Yeah, you're right. It is 29, huh?
It's okay. But, so they got a little bit of good field position. But this is where I see the defense. They're going to come on the field here, and they're basically going to feed off that energy that the offense just came up here. And I'm looking for this front 4, front 6, front 7 to really step up here.
I was told that there would be no math. Here we go. Twins on the right side. Pope in the shotgun, putting a man in motion, looking to pass, rolling to his right, rolling, under pressure now, and he makes a move, makes it, and gets tackled right there at the 35-yard line. Nobody open, and he does get about 5 yards, but boy, did he pay for it.
Yeah, that was there was a lot of yellow shirts around it, and he kind of did a stutter step, and that's one of those things in high school. They want to do that stutter step and try to get the big play. It's one of those things of get positive yardage. Keep going forward. Don't try to miss one tackle because there's going to be probably 3 or 4 guys behind you, and those hurt. Those might be able to catch up. And for Piedmont, keep tackling them hard.
Denzel Emery in the backfield with Pope. Twins on either side, shotgun formation. Here we go. Pope looking for the option, fakes the pitch, and that's where he's tackled. Gets a gain of about 3 on the play. Going to bring up 3rd and 1 at the 30, let's call it 8. Needs a yard for the first down. And I'm noticing something. I'm going to bring it up if he does it again. Pope on the when he rolls out to pass. Just let's keep that in our back pocket for the time being. 30 seconds left in the first quarter. Piedmont up 7-0.
Have to have a play here. The play clock is about 2 seconds faster than the actual clock. So Woodward's going to have to at least get one more pass off, or one more play off before the halftime.
Pistol formation, trips to the left for Pope. That is Emery in the backfield. The handoff is to Emery, and he is swallowed up. Looks like he's short, 4th down. And that is how the quarter ends. 3-2-1, first quarter over. Here on senior night, Piedmont up 7-0 with a decision for Woodward coming up on the other side of this break. Crossover Radio Sports brings you Piedmont Wildcat football. We will be right back after this message. Away, and it looks like that offense is coming out. They're going to put in Camacho to see if they can't get this 1 yard. 4th and 1, here we go. Under center is Pope. The handoff is indeed to Camacho, and he has stood up at the line, but he does get enough for the first down.
Yeah, that's that Jerome Bettis type of run. Basically, go up the center and just try to get something going on it. So, this is that was one of those plays that you wish you can get back on first down, but or not to let him get that first down. But now you have a new set of downs. This is the time where you can stand up and be able to do some stuff and be able to get your offense back on the field. And we have the T-shirt cannon going, by the way. I just saw that.
T-shirt cannon time. All right, here we go. 1st and 10 at the Woodward 40. Under center, Camacho in the backfield, and he is wrapped up right there. The backfield falls forward for the line of scrimmage, and that's how you bring him down. You cut the tree down from the base.
Yeah, that was Talon Owen being able to come in around the edge. He literally was on the left side of the defensive line, came into the backfield all the way around, came over to the right side of the field, and was able to get that Camacho down and stop him for a minimal gain there. So we're having some headphones at the moment that are
Pope
messed
under
up.
center. Got looks like Emery in the backfield, trips to his left, and he's looking to pass, looks to his right for a bubble screen, and throws it behind him. That's a forward pass, but there for a moment looked like it might have been a turnover, but regardless, that's going to bring up 3rd and long as this Piedmont defense swarms to the ball.
Yeah, so that was a good defense stand by the front four. That was a wide receiver that was on the far end of the field and just kind of did almost like a little bubble screen, but it was there was no really blockers on it. He just kind of went directly back to the line of scrimmage and just waited for the ball to get there. Just thrown a little bit behind him. He had some green in front of him to maybe get 4 or 5 yards on that play, but was able to get the incomplete pass. So it's 3rd and 9.
3rd and 9. Trips to his right is Pope as he gets lined up under center. Handoff, play action. He's got a man wide open, and he has stood up right there at the 47-yard line, 3 yards short of the first down marker. That's going to bring up 4th down and 3.
Yeah, but there is some laundry on the field, so I'm wondering what kind of call they're going to call on that one. So we'll see what this call is here in a second. But it was a well-timed pass by Pope on that one. Was able to get there. Let's see, personal foul on Piedmont.
Yeah, I think they're going to call him for maybe
a helmet-to-helmet or targeting or some kind of.
Well, there's no targeting in high school, but it would be if we're next level.
Because he did tackle him pretty high up in the head, but tough break for Piedmont on that one. That was one of those ones that you kind of wish you kind of didn't have to worry about, but
emphasis on player safety. I get it. You want to let them play, but you also want to make sure that you protect these kids. Here we go. So the 1st down after that 4th down penalty. Pope on the left side finds a hole, falls forward for a gain of about 4 on the play. That's going to bring up 2nd down on that design run.
Yeah, and that was design run right from the get-go. Wasn't a broken play, but that was looked like the left tackle was able to kind of push that defensive end over, opened up a hole right there, and made it easy run in there for Pope to go up the center. So you kind of have to keep an eye on this offensive line. They're doing a lot of push and pulls on the offensive line. So on defense, that's whenever you need to recognize, hey, they're pushing us this way. Let's start maybe thinking about, pinching the line, moving the line, doing some kind of things like that. And that's where the linebackers have to kind of start figuring out where the holes are going to be.
2nd and 6 coming up as Pope is in the shotgun. Emery gets the hand. Oh, play action again. They got it to me again. Pass completed on the right side. Good enough for a 1st down. That is going to be the wide receiver, Sam Cheap, listed as a quarterback, but I guess they're running him as a wide receiver today.
Well, on the roster that we got, there's about 37 wide receivers for Woodward on this roster.
This is an entire team of wide receivers.
They're all wide receivers. They all catch the ball.
That's right.
But no, that was the play action was actually terrific.
It was a great play action.
Tricked me a little bit there. Then all of a sudden I realized he has the ball.
Twins on either side for Pope as he looks to get something going, looking to his right, rolling to his right, under pressure, and he just throws it out of bounds. Chain Gang has to get out of the way. Flag on the play late as perhaps maybe a little bit of an extra shove right there at the end as they got it. So here we go. Let's see what the call is here in a moment.
Yeah, that might have been some kind of unsportsmanlike conduct. If it was roughing the passer, it should have been more in the backfield, but it looks like Woodward already might be backing up, but let's see what the call is here. Head referee's walking and walking.
He's
walking from the 30 to the hash.
They're going to call grounding. They said he was out of the tackle. He wasn't out of the tackle box.
He was almost out of bounds.
We'll take it.
I'll take that that one, and so that's a 5-yard penalty and a loss of down. But
It's a spot foul and a loss of down.
yeah, but he was on the other side of the numbers.
No, he was almost with the band. I mean, they're at Woodward across the field. So here we go.
Okay. Well, I'll take it though. I'll take that penalty.
Let's call it the 2nd and 15 as they bring up after the penalty. Rolling to his left is Pope. Gets set and fires. Completed at the 18-yard line to bring up 3rd and let's call it 2 on the
play.
play.
Yeah, 3rd and 4 looks like.
Yeah, it's
The
kind of
third
on an
forward.
end of the field.
Yeah.
I can't see all that well, but yeah, 3rd and 3.
11-yard pass.
Yeah, 3rd and 3 on the play. And, you know, the interesting thing about this, and I'm noticing it, and I'm starting to get ready to confirm it. I'm seeing a
What's that?
trend. I'm seeing.
And what's that?
It's a mystery. All right, it's a secret. I'm going to tell you here in a minute.
Oh, stay tuned, listeners.
That's right. That's a teaser. That's what we call it in the biz. Here we go. Trips to the left. Pope in the shotgun. Camacho is the up back. Handoff. Oh, fake handoff to Camacho, and Pope keeps it, and he pushes forward. You know, it's going to depend on the spot. It is very close.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to call this 3rd or 4th and super, super short. It looks like about a yard short, maybe 2.5 feet. It's something within that yard range.
Let's call it 1 yard. They did not mark him down at the 17. Looks like the marker needs the 16.
Yeah, and so this is where, you have to also think Camacho for Woodward has been able to get these short yardage situations and hasn't been able to stop him yet. So this is one of those things of find the gaps and pinch off wherever you think the run's going to be. So let's see what happens here.
So here we go. Up back is Camacho. Emery in the backfield as well. And the handoff is to Emery on the right side, hitting the backfield, but he breaks free and is able to get the first down for a gain of about 4 on the play. Almost had him bottled up in the backfield, but he's able to squirt away.
He was able to, he was patient in the backfield, was able to wait for that hole to open up, and it looks like Piedmont kind of over pursued a little bit going downfield, trying to stop them on 4th down, and that let a 5-yard gain go for Woodward here. So let's see what happens with about 8 minutes left going in the game.
8 minutes left, 7-0. Piedmont still up, but Woodward is knocking on the door. 1st and 10 at the 11. Woodward can still get a first down without a touchdown. Pope under center. The handoff is to the up back Camacho as he rumbles his way down, and he is absolutely bringing all of the Wildcats with him before he is brought down at the 2-yard line. Going to bring up 2nd and short from the end zone and also about 2 yards away from pay dirt.
Yeah, and that's whenever you have a running back like that, the Jerome Bettis-styled running back where it's just hard-nosed in your face right at the middle running. We've been seeing it, on our side with Wood pretty much this entire season. But whenever we get to see another running back go against us, it's very difficult to stop. So this is a big time 2nd down here and goal right here.
Emery with the handoff, and he is swallowed up in the backfield for no gain. 3rd and 1 coming up as that Piedmont defense absolutely teed off on that run and gobbled it up before anything could happen.
Yeah, and that was a good time getting the blitz going there. And looks like, the safeties came in, the linebackers came in and read the play pretty quickly on this. So this is a scary situation. It's 3rd down, and Woodward's going to call a timeout on this. But going back to that, this is a scary little 3rd down here. It's one of those things you over pursue, it's a touchdown, and you don't keep the play in front of you. This could be a touchdown very easily if you just try to over pursue and, maybe come with the blitz of some sort. But at the same time, you have to be able to get some pressure, especially with Camacho in the backfield. If he comes out here and he's in the backfield, you have to kind of load the box up with 5, 6, 7 guys just to try to block this. But you also notice that Pope has an arm, so he's able to maybe do a little play action over the top. So there's a couple different things.
So here's the one thing, then, and we'll stay here during the break as they call timeout. Woodward realizes how big of a play that this is and want to make sure they get it right. Pope has been playing a little bit too much Madden because every time he does a moderate to long pass, he's rolling out of the pocket and looking to get set up. And if Piedmont's defense can get home, I mean, he has no protection as far as linemen or anything like that, and could possibly be a big play for the defense in the making.
Yeah, and going with that, the one thing you have to be careful on, if you're an outside linebacker or an end, is being able to see that if he does roll out, You have to be able to get home and get there quickly, but don't whiff on the tackle. You have to make sure you get hit shoulders on pads.
Bunch formation as they look to get something happen.
That looks like it.
Looks like he has enough, at least for the first down. Looks like they're going to spot him short of the end zone. So here we go. It's going to be 1st and goal, 6:35 left in the half. Piedmont up 7-0 still. As they get the first down without getting the touchdown.
The ball is, I mean, there's like maybe a sliver of grass between the tip of the ball and the end zone line. So we'll take it. But, this is a big-time defensive stand going on right now. And let's see what they do. I mean, it's one of those things of it's time to put your best against our best.
Bunched up formation as they look to probably get a quarterback sneak on this, and that's what they do. Pope just falls forward into the scrum, and there is the call of the touchdown as Pope is able to get the beard trimmings of the last little bit of yardage into the end zone after that big sustained drive.
That was a well-executed drive by Woodward there, and also by Pope being able to have a couple big pass plays, a couple of good runs. Camacho with some good runs, and Emery was kind of kept quiet on that drive. But this is one of those things you kind of have to start thinking of. Hopefully that doesn't kind of wear on the team and the extra point up and good.
Indeed.
For Woodward.
Piedmont almost gets home on that attempted block kick. And so here we go, 6:11 left in the half. It's all tied up at 7. Live from F&M Bank Stadium here in Piedmont. We'll be right back after this message. Crossover Radio Sports talk with a purpose. We're going to be right back. This second quarter, Piedmont and Woodward all tied up at 7. And Mark, this looks like it's going to be maybe a little bit more of a punch counterpunch than we thought it was going to be coming into this game.
Yeah, and so this is as we were kind of talking there at the break, the one thing that I'm noticing with Piedmont is they're playing very well, very good defense. But the one thing that they're doing that I've noticed on a couple of these plays is they're kind of almost over pursuing on the linebackers and cornerbacks, and it's giving Pope some open reads. So this is a big-time kickoff, though, because, they've already had one of these little pooch kicks that was able to they were able to get the ball with great field position. This is where you need to put hands on the ball and just, be able to get control of the ball very quickly.
Woodward sends the kick away, that high pooch kick that goes out of bounds. And so that's the danger with those kind of kicks is that if you make a mistake, that's going to cost you yardage.
Yeah, and that's we've noticed that for this whole season is we like the little pooch kicks because it makes it to where there's no danger of anyone returning a kick. The danger about that, though, being on the kickoff team is that end zone's only 100 feet wide, or the sidelines are only 100 feet from one sideline to the other. You run out of feet if you go up in the air sometimes.
That's exactly right.
I can do math. That's 33 1/3 yard,
That's
or
it.
100 feet.
That's right. You're so good at this. But I was told that there would be no math. Here we go. Mars under center after that long absence of not being on the field as Woodward methodically made their way down the field for the touchdown. Wood on the handoff kind of does a little skip to Malou for a gain of 4 as he kind of tips his toes through the line to get that gain.
Yeah, and looks like he lost his shoe and also is kind of hobbling a little bit back to the sideline. So hopefully it's nothing too special. We're going to see, it looks like number 27 come in, Robles.
Israel Robles on the coming in after that, had the touchdown earlier. And they do that little rush to the line to see if they can get someone sleeping as Jacob Copeland was able to see something here. Mars under center, putting a man in motion. The handoff is to Robles, and he is met in the backfield by a host of Woodward defenders. As that he loses maybe a yard on the play, that's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
Yeah, and that's the risk. The one thing I've been noticing is we keep on running up the center center of this defense, and it hasn't started to open up yet. You know, you expect that in center of the defense maybe to start kind of getting weaker and weaker and more tired and everything the more and more you run up the center, but it seems like they're almost getting stronger, and they're putting 5 guys on the line.
Here we go. Mars looking to pass, and he is almost completed, and then almost intercepted as the pass goes through the hands of Cole Kaufman, the junior. Going to bring up 4th down, 3 and out for Piedmont, and that's not what you were looking for if you were Piedmont, because that defense, which has already been on the field quite a bit this half, is going to have to go right back out there.
Yeah, and that's not what you wanted here. Is you want to be able to give that defense a little bit of a rest on the sideline, but let's see what this defense though is going to be able to come out and maybe make a little bit of adjustments.
Cope back the punt, high snap that he's able to bring down and send away, end over end kick, fair catch called for, and diving and made like he was diving for a center fly ball in center field.
Hey, if he catches it now, but it looks like whenever he caught it, he landed on it with the stomach and might have taken the air out of his body.
Indeed.
It's or knocked the air out of you. But he's he might be a little bit hurt there. I don't know. I mean, he's still moving and everything, but I think he's finally caught his breath on that one. But those hurt. Those landing on the football's, you know, yes, it's filled with air. Unless it's New England.
Unless you're Tom Brady in New England, and it's filled with less air.
It's filled with less air, but they're still filled with air, and when you land on them, they hurt because they're almost like a little bit of a rock almost because they're going to, you know, hurt you.
It's starting to get a little colder here, and that football's starting to get a little bit more firm. Here we go. Trips to the right for Pope, and the handoff. It's a fake handoff. Pope is able to take it and get a gain of about 3 on the play, kind of RPO.
He held on to it for a little bit there. He was like, should I? No. Okay, never mind. But, you know, that was good recognition by the defense to be able to storm to that ball on that one, and he stopped it for a minimal gain of only about 3 yards.
Dangerous play, though, for Pope because, I mean, those transitions sometimes get a little bit shaky.
Yeah, because the running back wants to take the ball, and you're going to hold on to the ball until the last second and then maybe go. You were supposed to take it. No, you were supposed to take it. No, you were supposed to take it.
4:16 left in the second quarter and counting. Pope in the pistol, Twins to his right with an up deck. And here we go. The pitch is to Emery on the right side, and Piedmont stretched it out. Emery turns the corner for a gain of about 3 on the play, going to bring up 3rd and 5. And I'll tell you what, this defense, which has already been on the field for quite a long time, needs a big stop right here.
Yeah, it's 3rd and 5. That was Carter Ashby on the chase down tackle, senior tonight, also enjoying a nice little senior night. This is a big time for this entire defense. You know, looking at Duncan Meter down there, middle linebacker, being able to do something, be a general on this team, and you know, come up with a big stop here, number 12. Let's see what he draws up here for the team.
Shotgun formation for Pope as he gets lined up. Twins to his left, and he's looking to pass. Looking to his left, setting up a little screen pass and turned up field. Good enough for the first down. Gain of 8 on the play as they cross the 45. 3:46 left in this tied ball game here. And that 3rd down conversion does keep this drive alive. And another little bit of a kind of deflating 3rd down for the hometown Wildcats, Mark.
Yeah, but I mean, for Woodward, that was a great route run. I mean, basically, number 1, Laird was able just to do a little 5-yard go route, a 5-yard out route, and everyone else kind of went go routes, and it kind of you empty out the secondary, and you have that guy just go underneath where all the secondary is. It's an easy pass to play, but for Piedmont, you're going to have to recognize that pass play.
Twins to his right, Pope in the shotgun with an up back. Here we go. And play action is to Emery. Pass completed, coming across on the right side, turns the corner, gain of 11 after the run after catch. And these little crossing drag routes, these little kind of underneath routes are starting to have Piedmont's defense kind of have a death by 1,000 cuts, Mark.
Yeah, that was, what Woodward's doing is basically little 5-yard out routes, 5-yard in routes, 5-yard slant routes. And it makes it to where.
Little drag routes, yeah.
Yeah, little drag routes. But they're just doing these little routes. Basically, you're making the defense backpedal and then all of a sudden have to change direction to read the play. And you have to be more proactive on that on defense.
Pope in the shotgun, trips to his right, looking to pass, and pressure starts getting to him. And Pope pulls it down and runs. and he is hit out of bounds. Ooh, that was close.
Yeah, that was close, but I think I don't see any laundry on the field, but the Woodward coaches are yelling at the white and black shirts.
They vehemently disagree with the lack of laundry.
Yeah, that was granted, it's on the far side of the field, and we had a bunch of players in front of us, so we don't know if he was almost out of bounds or not, but he did get lit up there at the very end of the play. He got a shoulder to the gut, so that's one of those plays that hurts, and you don't want to take those hits many times as a quarterback. So
Zebras ruled it clean, and so we're going to go ahead and roll with it. 2nd and 9 after the gain of 1, after Pope was able to shimmy his way out of a sack, and coaches over on the Woodward side didn't like what they were looking at, so they go ahead and take a timeout. We'll take it with them. Crossover Radio Sports brings you Piedmont Wildcat football. Winning in for Piedmont. Game's tied at 7, 2:46 left, but Woodward has the ball. We're going to be right back after this. .246 left in the second quarter. Mark 7-7 as this Woodward defense offense has seemed like they've had the ball pretty much the entire second quarter.
Yeah, it seems like we've been calling Pope's number for the last about 10 minutes. So this is a big time series for Piedmont. Maybe just a stop into minimal bleeding of some sort with only about 2 minutes and 45 seconds left to go in the half. This is one of those things you want to make sure no points get on the board and you get the ball at the beginning of the yard. No, Woodward's going to get the ball at the beginning of the second half.
Woodward gets the ball at the beginning of the second half. They did kick away. Trips to his left for Pope. Emery in the backfield. Need a big hit from the defense. Rolling to his left is Pope. Rolling and throwing to his left and almost broken on the ball and almost intercepted. Ball incomplete as it does a one-hop. That was Colton Lucian on the defense there. And that's going to bring up 3rd and long, and that incomplete pass definitely works in the Wildcats' favor.
Yeah, and so this is where they were able to get home on some of those rush or pass defenders going in, and were able to get into the backfield. But I don't know what the ref. Okay, no, they're just talking to each other on the field. I thought he was about to call a penalty. I was like, I don't see laundry.
I thought that he was going to start doing some kind of a dance.
TikTok's a thing.
Evidently. Twins on either side. Pope looking to pass. Rolls all the way out. Gets the screen set up for Emery, who turns it upfield and gets enough for the first down as that screen pass, again, telegraphed out, but Piedmont's defense could not recognize it in time before getting first down yardage.
Yeah, pretty much the entire offensive line blocked for about 1 second, then released the block. And Emery was able to get out to the flat, then there was literally not a Piedmont player in front of him for about 6 yards, and that's just an easy conversion get a first down there. So
trips to Pope's right as he gets the shotgun snap, and here we go, right on the right side, completed for about 6 yards, and those drags, those outs, those kind of in cuts, those just timing routes are just wide open for Woodward right now.
Yeah, and so it's one of those that last play they only brought 4 home on the defense, four rushers getting to Pope, and they had everyone else drop back in coverage. But I can't really tell if they're doing man or zone because it almost looks like a hybrid of man and zone. So it's kind of. I don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, it looks like they're kind of too high zone. Here we go. Emery, play action. I thought Emery had the ball, and then
Emery
glad he didn't have the ball, but wishes that he wasn't a part of the play action because he got baptized there. Pope on the keeper on that. Going to depend on the spot for the first down yardage. Minute 40.
They're going to put that at third and
very, very short.
That's where the guys with the flags over on the far side of the field, they have to angle them so that you can actually see them because they're so close together down there. So 3rd and short. Let's see what they do. Looks like
Twins on either side for Pope as Emery lined up in the background. Pope looking to pass on third down. Kind of a setup here. And it is almost intercepted.
by Duncan Meter right there. That was number 12.
Oh, he's going to dream about that one.
That was a senior moment. Just slipped right through his hands being able to get that stop. But I'll be interested to see exactly what Woodward's going to do here on 4th and short with minute 15 left. I bet you they're going to go for it. I did not watch their kicker in pregame, so I don't know if this is within reason for their kicker, but it looks like the offense is staying on the field here.
When you got Camacho in the backfield, no reason not to. But here's something to keep an eye out. Pope favoring his left leg a little bit. Got a little hitch in his giddy up. Here we go. Twins to the right. I formation. Camacho is the up back. And the fake handoff and the completion is the Camacho, who's cut down, but not before getting the first down yardage. And interesting play call on 4th down as they go to the air.
Yeah, that's whenever you have Camacho on the backfield, you only need about a yard, but at the same time is not on your side on this with a minute forward. So it's interesting call. I mean, clock stops when you get the first down, but it's one of those things of you run the risk of, interception, pick six, not getting the first down, a whole slew of things.
Something to keep an eye out. Woodward no longer has any timeouts. Twins to Pope's right, under center. And the handoff is finally to Emery. They actually did a straight handoff instead of a play action. So don't know how I feel about that. But that's going to be a gain of about 6 on the play. This clock's still running, 31 seconds. They need to hurry to the line. It seems like not everyone's on the same page of what this clock is doing. Under center again.
I think Piedmont just called a timeout because I think they were kind of confused with what was going on. So
Piedmont giving the gift of the timeout. 23 seconds left. To Woodward. 7-7 is your score. They're taking a break. We're going to take it with them. Crossover Radio Sports Talk with a Purpose. We're going to be right back after this.
Applications. Get the edge you need. Call or email today at
3 seconds left in the first half, tied up at 7. Woodward has the ball. 2nd and 5 from about the 13-yard line. Pope in the shotgun, Twins on either side as he looks to get the pass. Looking to his left, looking, and throwing to his left into the end zone, into a scrum, and it is incomplete as a host of all kinds of jerseys went up for that. And Talon Laird came up a little bit hobbled as he looks like he took one to the thigh.
Yeah, and he jumped up pretty high, but it looked like someone was trying to jar it loose, even if he attempted to try to catch that one. So let's see what they come up here. About 20 seconds left on the play clock. Actual clock's at 16 seconds. So.
16 seconds and stopped after the incomplete pass. You got to think that all running plays are pretty much out of the water because Woodward does not have any timeouts. Let's see if Piedmont defense keys in on the pass. Here we go. Trips to his left. Pope looks for the pass, looking to his right. Fade route to the end zone, and he is touchdown.
He was out of bounds.
Woodward,
okay.
As they're saying that we got a little toe tap foot drag right there in the corner of the end zone. Jeez. Credit Pope on the pass on that as he is able to drop it right in the bucket to get into the end zone. 9 seconds left in the half. Oh my goodness, that is an absolutely heartbreaker of a play.
Yeah, because this makes it to where Woodward has a chance to do a 2-for-1 special because they're going to get the ball right after the second half. This is where Piedmont has to go back in the locker room and actually kind of, have a tough talk with everybody.
Snap is down, kick is up, almost blocked, but it is good. So 14-7, and like you said, we have a BOGO opportunity. You buy one, you get one as Woodward gets the score after the gets the score and now is going to get the ball after the half. Not before we have a kickoff. And Mark, this game is just unfolding in a way that we did not predict.
No, we thought it was going to be maybe the emotions were high. Maybe they've gotten just too high right now because they're I think they were excited about the senior night. They had that great touchdown, big play, that 72-yard pass play to Lucian there in the first quarter. But that's about it for this Piedmont offense. And the game plan for Woodward right now is keeping the ball out of Piedmont's hands. And I mean, if I could and have those stats in front of me, out of the 24 minutes, I think maybe like 18 minutes has been in Woodward's hands. So that's something to keep an eye on for the second half to maybe try to, get some stops going in the second half. So with about 9 seconds left, I imagine a pooch-style kick, and hopefully Woodward just wanting to go to the halftime. But I'm hoping they kick it deep and let Cole Riggs, the senior, maybe make something happen, something special happen.
Here we go. Woodward lining up the kickoff after that touchdown. And let's see what happens. They do that high kick. It looks like Cole Riggs is going to go ahead and field it on the right side, and he does have a little bit of seam and some room. Here we go. Cole Riggs crossing the 50 to the 45, brought down, and they...
What, we're not going to stop the clock? Whoa.
2 seconds
Should be
left.
2 seconds.
2 seconds left on the play clock as they were able to get down right before.
Yeah, and that was a heck of a return by Cole Riggs. I was hoping they kicked it off to him, and that's what happens when you put Cole Riggs, the senior, and with some family members back there blocking for him, give him a great return. Ball's going to be spotted at the 42 on the near hash. So you're going to have to probably think this is a Josh Mars, throw it in the air, everyone go get it in the end zone kind of thing. And this is where you need the offensive line to be able to give him enough time just to give him a chance to get it down there. So this is about the farthest I think we're going to see Mars throw so far this entire season.
Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with me. Here we go. 42-yard line right here. Yeah, you didn't know you were going to get some of that today, didn't you?
I got nothing, so.
Yeah, no, for sure. So here we go. Lining up in a shotgun formation, rarely seen from this Piedmont offense, and we are going to see the ball be put in the end zone. So we need this offensive line and Mars to go ahead and do something here. Mars looking to his left and is able to get. Looks like it's a false start,
which is good because that play got broken up very quickly because there was a Woodward defender 5 yards deep,
living in his kitchen.
Yeah,
I mean,
that was full on like I'm here, watch out. But that's I mean, it makes it a little bit farther of a pass, but that was also a blessing in disguise for this Piedmont offense, being able to reset this and be able to get something going here.
Boise State hook and ladder. Here we go. Mars looking to his left, looking, and is able to shake loose, fumble on the play, and it is recovered by Piedmont. But that is gonna end the half, and so that is how we end the half. 14-7, Woodward is up on senior night. Piedmont has some things to figure out as they are going to be on defense as to start the second half. We're going to go ahead and take a break as halftime festivities go on for senior night. Coach Hall is absolutely putting the fear of the Almighty right there at the 50-yard line.
Yeah, he's guys,
as fired up as I've seen him.
Yeah, that's as fired up as I've seen him so far. Is basically saying, look, this is senior night. Come on, guys, step up.
Here we go, and we'll be right back in about 20 after halftime. Stick around. We'll be right back with more Piedmont Wildcat football.
When you bank with F&M Bank, you can rest assured that your money goes back into your community. Neighbors serving neighbors, that's F&M Bank. Visit any of our 8 locations throughout central Oklahoma to experience community banking at its best. F&M Bank, serving the communities we live in since 1902. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
And we're back here, F&M Bank Stadium, Piedmont Wildcat football, bringing you second half football action. As we get this started with your Piedmont Wildcats, got a little bit of ground to make up. Woodward up 14-7, Mark, and here we go. We're one half of football away from either the playoffs or basketball season.
Just about 24 minutes. I can do math. We've been doing math all game.
12 times 2. But here's the thing. I was told that there would be no math.
We have math.
Again.
No, they have definitely a lot of ground to make up. This is a time for these seniors to step up. This entire team to start stepping up for the seniors, but playing within themselves, playing smart football. And let's see what happens. Talon Cope looking like he's lining up for that pooch kick.
And he does, sends it up high. Fair catch called for and made right there at the 33. And so we did see Coach Hall give the team the what for right there at the as the half came to an end. Did not let the kids go back into the locker room and kept them around and circled them up to say, hey guys, this is your destiny is in your hands, whether or not you play next week.
Yeah, this is on you. I'm gonna do the best I can as a coach, but I only get to do a little bit. Y'all are on the field, so this is what has to happen here.
Pope in the shotgun with a single back to his right, and the handoff is to Emery, looking left side, hole on the left side, gain of about 3 on the play as they start chipping away here a little bit, up 14-7 as we get the third quarter started.
Yeah, and so the one thing I'm kind of seeing, I want to see from this Piedmont defense is stop the run, keep everything in front of them, and kind of limit these little out passes. And so that requires this secondary to step up and have some big time blocks, deflections, possibly interception of some sort. But this is time for the defense that they're going to have to put the ball in the offense's hands.
Here we go. Completely empty backfield. All of the wide receivers are out now. Shotgun formation and a design run for Pope, and he is absolutely swallowed up for a big-time sack on that second down play, bringing him all the way back to the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that was a big-time, they tried to play a little close to the chest, and a lot of that secondary for Piedmont was kind of confused on who they're going to guard and whatnot whenever there's a 5-wide setup. But they still brought 5, and they kind of overloaded the side that Pope wanted to run to. And they were able to get him for a 5-yard loss almost, so about 4 yards.
Yeah, walked into a bear hug on that one.
Yeah, that was one of those ones that it didn't work, let me tell you.
Trips to Pope's left, single closest to us with a back. Here we go. Pope looking to his left, rolling to his left, looking for a man well covered down the field, but he's able to come down with the catch. Oh, he climbed the ladder for that one. Pope put it right exactly where he needed to. Hard to defend a perfectly thrown ball like that.
Yeah, that was just a very well executed thrown ball for it looks like a 19-yard gain on that play. And that was just a easy throw and everything, but looks like there's a couple penalties, roughing the passer, and looks like pass interference maybe or something, but they're going to get a roughing the passer on it. So on that big play, they're going to also get
a big penalty.
And so they're going to this is a 30-yard return on investment pretty much on that play. So might as well just been a very long play for 30 yards or so, but
we call that the S&P 500 play when you get double the yardage, double the fun. That's right, financial nerd math, nerd comedy. That's also what you get here on CRS.
It's been a long season so far. We're hoping that we get to come back next week.
Absolutely. Twins to either side. Don't finish that sentence, Mark. Here we go. Snap, high snap, and play action. Here is Pope looking for a man and gives the little one-hopper. I was about to say, whether the incomplete pass or the play, it's going to be the same result, 2nd and 10.
Yeah, I was going to say that was a third base little grab off the grass right there, trying to throw that back over across the diamond. But Yeah, you can't really you can't catch them when they
Yeah,
bounce.
you can't pick it like your Paul Goldschmidt over there at the first baseman's with the first baseman's mitt here.
Why does it always have to be a Cardinals?
Don't worry
reference?
about that. David Freese says hi. Here we go. Twins on either side.
I'm leaving.
Pope gets the snap, looking to his left, throwing to his left, completed as they are just picking apart this zone. Down the middle, first down right there at the 20-yard line, and this offense is just clicking on all cylinders. Something's going to have to give for this defense to stay in this.
Yeah, this is one of those things of they're just it used to be going, out routes and maybe some kind of cutback routes and whatnot. Now they're doing the slants towards the center of the field, and there's not a single yellow jersey around whenever they catch the ball. And so this is one of those things that on defense, and you have to start thinking, if we're in zone, you have to cover your zone and be able to read what the play is doing in your zone.
And here's the thing is that if there's no pressure, Pope's got all day to look. He can pick that apart. Here we go. Camacho getting the big old legs going.
The bus was rolling on that one for a solid about 5-yard gain on that play, 5.5-yard gain, let's call it. That was a big-time run by Camacho on that one. But this defense is really – they're just they almost look deflated, and we have barely even started in the second half, in this first bit of the second half here. So let's see what happens.
Looks like the Palm squad looking to do what they can do to get this Piedmont faithful crowd up and going. Twins to Pope's left and a single back. Here we go. And the handoff, play action, setting up a screen pass to the left side. Good enough for the first down.
That was
brought down, and then the ball comes loose. They're rolling them down before the ball came out. Good enough for the first down yardage right at the 10-yard line, bringing up first and goal as this Piedmont defense is now on their heels.
Yeah, right what I was saying right before that play was this team just already seems deflated, and we still have about 20 minutes left to play in this game. They're really going to have to step up and kind of look at themselves and figure out what they're going to do here.
Twins on the right, the hand up right up the middle, and it is a flag on the play. Look like we might have a hold coming back, which has been the best defensive play of the night. Let's see what it is. Camacho brought down at the 3-yard line, but Woodward walking back like they know what's about to happen.
Yeah, the head referee did announce it was holding on the offense, so that makes it first and goal from the 9-yard line. Okay, they just kind of gave him a generous spot. That ball was 1 foot inside of the 10-yard line, and now they okay.
Well, it's a spot foul. So, yeah, you got to remember it's a –
in high school, they do weird things. It's all weird. Football's weird.
Oklahoma's weird. Here we go. Trips to the right for Pope. Single up top, and Emery in the backfield. Pope looking to his right, and he unloads it before getting the sack, and bobbled up at the 16-yard line is the receiver. Gain of, let's call 4 on the play to bring up third and goal from the 16.
Yeah, so far starting this drive, Pope is want to hear something? He's 4 for 4 and has almost 40 yards of passing on this drive.
4s are wild.
4s are wild, I tell you. I'm going to make a poker hand. 1 pass for 19, 1 pass for 12, 1 pass for 7, 1 pass for 2 yards.
Second and goal, need the end zone. That's right, because first down repeated because of the penalty. I'm getting caught up here. Here we go. Pope looking to pass, looking to his right, and throws, and is tipped. Cole Riggs almost had that one.
Yeah, Cole Riggs was able to stop the streak of completion passes and put him in a big-time third down here at 3rd and 16. And let's see if Piedmont Faithful is going to stick up for this defense. Piedmont's getting a couple substitutions in, putting in the fast guys in there to make sure to keep everything in front of them. So let's see what happens. I'm going to say they're probably going to bring maybe a little bit of pressure, and let's just say this: Pope's going to roll to his left and maybe
try to roll to his left, and maybe abandon his protection like he's
been doing all night,
like he's Patrick Mahomes and Madden.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Shovel pass.
Twins on either side for Pope in the shotgun as they get lined up. And it is rolling to his right, and he's got pressure, and he is absolutely swallowed right there. Big-time sack. That's Cannon Wood and Ashby.
That's a senior Ashby with Wood laying down some wood for looks like a 15-yard Yeah, because they were at the 6. No, not 15. Right, about an 8-yard loss on that sack. So looks like the offense is staying on the field.
Looks like they're bringing out the kicker finally.
Okay, thank goodness. I was about to say we went 10 seconds.
Go get him, Tiger.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
I was about to say, wow, that was
Yeah.
a bold move, Cotton. Bold move, Cotton.
yeah,
Let's see how
yeah.
this plays out. Yeah, I told you beginning of season I'll do it once.
He can't see anything, Cotton.
So lines up from the 29 near hash.
39-yarder, and the kick is up. Looks like it's
Short.
just short. No good.
Great
And
field
so-
position. Great field position here. Set up by the Ashby and Cannon Wood big-time sack. Put them out of field goal range. Now they're going to get the ball turned over there at around the 30-yard line. Great field position. A little bit of that mo we were talking about in the first
Uncle
half.
Mo starting to maybe think about changing addresses here.
So I guess in high school, if you field goal kick, it's a touchback, and not turnover on downs where the ball was kicked from whenever they were at the 29-yard line and we just lost.
I don't know all the Oklahoma high school rules, evidently, but okay, here we go.
It was a touchback.
Point being, no points on the board. Defense does its job. And here comes Josh Mars and Cannon Wood, and they've got some work to do. Here we go.
Playoff
Single
life
receiver,
at hand.
Cole Riggs by himself in the left. Flexbone lined up, and here we go. The handoff is to Wood, and just cannot get anything going. This Woodward defense is going to make Josh Mars beat him.
Yeah, this is going to be one of those things of they're not going to let the run up the center go. They've only ran it probably to the outside 1 or 2 times. One of them was that 11-yard touchdown, 2 Robles to the right side, but they haven't really ran it too much. I mean, Josh Mars has about 3 or 4 rushes, and they've all been up the middle. And this is one of those things of you have to kind of wonder what they're going to do here.
Option play and pitched over and is brought down right at the 30. That is Copeland on the carry. Flag on the play. Let's see what it is. Looked like it might have been almost like a horse collar.
Yeah, but that was, I will say this. I want to say one thing. Mars made the pitch to Copeland, and then he became the lead blocker for Copeland and got him a great time block. Let's see, see what it is.
And never mind, it is a hold. And so instead of 1st and 10 at the 30, it's going to be 2nd and 9
Yeah.
at the 21.
Okay.
So basically replay the down is how it works out. So here we go. Mars under center again. Looking to see on the play here as they get lined up. Riggs all alone on an island. That is right picking for a slant. Here we go. And that is Lucian on the right side, and he's got room to run. Gain of about 14 on the play, and that's going to be good enough for a first down.
Hey, we'll take that. We'll take that. I like that. I like that run. I like that run to the outside. They're making this defense kind of get spread out. They put Riggs way out there to be able to give him a little bit of a block, kind of set that far edge to where he gets the first down and maybe then some. And maybe, that's one of those plays that you never know. It could turn up the Jets, and that could be a long touchdown run.
1st and 10, ball at the 35-yard line as they get lined up here. Putting a man in motion. Handoff is to Wood, and he is absolutely just tattooed right there at the line of scrimmage for no gain.
Yeah, they're kind of teeing off on Wood. I mean, Wood so far, he has 8 rushes. He has 3 rushes for 4 yards, or 3 rushes of 4 yards, and that's the longest he's had so far tonight. It's a lot of 1s, 0s, 3s, and 3 4s.
And also not falling forward like we see him. I mean, this defense is forcing someone else to beat him. They're not going to let Wood do it. Here we go. Stretched out to the left side. Gain of 3 on the play, getting almost to the 40-yard line. So here we go. 3rd and 5, let's call it, as we need exactly the 45. Ball spotted, 3rd and 6, actually, as it is spotted right at the 36.
So this is big-time 3rd down. This is one of those 3rd downs, your midfield. It's if you get
39, pardon me.
If you get it close to the first down, you might go for it.
And it's pitch to the right side, and he's got the Jets. He makes a man miss, and he's got some room. 35-30, and that's where he's tackled right there, spotted at the 26-yard line. That is Lucian again on that right side. Turns on the Jets for the big chunk play.
Yeah, so Lucian was that one that had that giant 72-yard catch earlier in the first half. Lucian, he has almost over 100 yards of total offense for this team right now, and he's been the MVP tonight. And what we were talking about, that first run play where he went out to the outside, all it takes is a little bit and he can turn on the jets. Well, we just saw it right there for about a 40-plus yard run.
Got to start stretching this defense out to go sideline to sideline, see if we can get some energy out of the legs here. It is kind of a weird triple option, dipsy-do dunkaroo. I've never seen that play, that Piedmont's run before. It was a misdirection option, kind of is what it looked like.
And that was a kind of a maybe run to the left, and it was actually a secret handoff to Benford there, number 21.
Secret
handoff guy. You're welcome for that.
Handoff guy.
You're welcome for that. We're here for at least another 16 minutes. So
here is the snap left side as looks like there's some room as he is pushed out at the left side. That is Jacob Copeland, on the play. And we have a Piedmont Wildcat down right there at the 20, going to tend to him. The gain is for about 14 yards, but I can't see who it is, but he is hurt.
Yeah, that was we didn't see how he got hurt there, but Coach Hall's making his way all the way over there, making sure everything's fine. And that's one of those plays that you just wish didn't happen. So let's see. Just hopefully nothing too crazy on that. Something, just a little stinger of some sort. But, yeah, he's not feeling too good right now.
Let's go ahead and take a break as they tend to the injured Wildcat. Crossover Radio Sports brings you Piedmont Wildcat football. We'll be right back after this.
F&M Bank Piedmont.
Go Cats!
Number 55, Carndon Cardwell was the injured Wildcat, able to get off on his own power, so that is good news there. And so here we go. Down a lineman is your Piedmont Wildcat offense, needing to go ahead and get stepped up here.
Yeah, it looks like Robles in the backfield, Lucian and Copeland in with him.
Mars under center, and the handoff is to Robles' right side, and he absolutely just strolls right into the end zone. That's a Piedmont Wildcat touchdown. Robles' second of the day.
Yeah, that was I'm going to take this. I got this. Let's just let Cardwell kind of rest up. Let's get this defense back on the field. But what a run. That's the second time they've done almost the same exact play on that first touchdown.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was
a little bit of a trap play right there, sealed off that B gap right there on the right side, and just absolutely opened up where Robles was able to stroll right in.
I will say that Talon Cope, just that extra point that went up ain't good.
That was exciting.
That one was He didn't get all of that one, I don't think, because it came in knuckleball-esque. It maybe rotated like 3 times in that entire flight.
It was one of them R.A. Dickey
Exactly.
extra points that came off of Talon Cope's
Hey.
foot there.
We could say this. Talon Cope doesn't have a broken fingernail, so he'll be able to kick this next game.
That's right. He's not going to go on the DL for 30 days because of a broken fingernail. Knuckleballers are weird.
Knuckleballers are very weird.
So here we go, staying here as they get lined up for the kickoff mark. I mean, brand new football game. 4 minutes left in the third quarter, tied at 14. This defense bent but didn't break during the opening possession of the half. You got to think that right now all eyes are on that Wildcat defense.
Yeah, and they stopped him on that last drive, but not before or after Pope was able to go 4 for 5 on that drive on passing, and almost had 45 yards of passing on that drive. So it's one of those things. There was the 15-yard penalty that kind of killed him there at the.
And then that sack.
And then the sack was able to stop it to where they were able to, maybe have something happen. So Talon Cope, pooch kick.
Straight up and fielded at the 31, and he absolutely he brings it in, brought down at 44, 15-yard return on that big pooch kick, and so here we go. Woodward set up with really good field position.
Yeah, so this is where you want, that Cole Riggs, the Duncan meter in the linebackers group to be able to come in and kind of do something where they basically say, hey, it's time for lockdown defense. This is the time we need to step up, get the ball back into our offense's hands, and let's win this game, guys. Look, win and we're in. It's simple as that.
Brand new ball game. Here we go. 3:54 left in the third quarter. Handoff, play action again. Pope looking for a screen pass, and that is sniffed out and tackled for a loss. Loss of 1 on the play on that screen, that little bubble screen that was absolutely blown up by this Piedmont Wildcat defense.
I want to say something. Duncan Meter was he was kind of lined up against that slot receiver, and they were lining up in zone. The one thing he did, he kind of watched the quarterback. He realized he took about 2 steps forward and realized, hey, this is a screen pass. It's a pass play. Then he was the first one on site to get that tackled. And the rest of his buddies came out and was able to help out on that one.
Getting a little help from your friends. Absolutely. Twins on either side. Pope putting a man in motion to empty the backfield, and it is a swing pass to Emery on the left side, and he is stopped and then eventually brought down. Let's call it at the 49-yard line. Was able to get about a gain of nothing into a gain of about 4 on the play. Going to bring up third and 6.
3rd and 5, actually. 3rd and 5, because they didn't get to the other 46, 4 and 49. So, yeah, 3rd and 5. Kind of did a weird somersault on that tackle, so we'll see what happens. Let's see. I'm hoping this defense steps up here on this 3rd down.
Big time third down coming up. Twins to his left. Pope is in the shotgun. Emery in the backfield. Play action to Emery. And it is almost intercepted. Oh, my goodness. Another almost interception.
Tyson Benford on that one. He almost had that. But the one thing that's hard about playing, in this game of football, you tip it up above your head. Guess what you have on top of your head is a helmet, and it makes it hard to look above your head. Dogs can't look up. Football players can't look up.
Tell me more. I'd like to subscribe to your newsletter. Here we go.
I'm telling you. I'm here all night for the next 14 and a half minutes. 4th
down. Woodward going to go ahead and line up in the punt formation, put it into the hands of their defense.
Cole Riggs back at the 10-yard line waiting to punt.
They come after it a little bit and almost get to it. Cole Riggs going to let it go, and here we go. That's going to roll all the way down to the 5, to the
4.5-yard line.
Looks like there's just a little bit more roll on that one. And so here we go. Great punt by Woodward to pin Piedmont deep as we get ready for this next possession. Tied at 14, 2 minutes left in the third quarter. And you got Uncle Mo's thinking about maybe getting a change of address for him here. This offensive series, though, is going to say a lot.
I think this is a Cannon Wood moment. Cannon Wood is due for a 20-plus yard run here. It's one of those things you might think about bouncing him out to the outside, but this first 2 plays needs to, kind of maybe weaken up that defense, make them kind of think. So you're kind of feeling a little bit more you can breathe a little bit easier, but you're not there yet. So this is where you need to get something.
Mars under center, and the pitch is to the right side. Lucian, who's had those big plays. Not this time, though, as he is gobbled up for a loss of about 3 on the play, brought down at the 4 as that Woodward defense absolutely teed off.
Yeah, and so this is where you have to be extra careful right here because this is the dangerous moment. You're probably looking at a Josh Mars pass play maybe here, but if not, maybe an outside run.
I don't think so. I don't
But
think they
even
want to
with
risk.
the-
I don't think when they risk the sack.
Well, even with the outside run, if you have to do an outside run with the option, you have to be very, very careful on this. So this is where you almost have to be
100%.
kind of smart with the play calling here. Let's see what Coach Hall and company can get done here.
Mars is under center. Wood is lined up actually in the end zone. And here we go. The handoff. Oh, Mars pitches it over to Copeland, and he gets up to the about 10-yard line.
Oh, man. They're going to look like.
Yeah,
Okay.
brought down at the 9.
Yeah, brought down at the 9. That makes it 4th and 5. So I have a feeling you're going to bring. Yeah, there comes Talon
Yeah,
Cope.
100%. They're
Yeah.
going to bring up the punters on
Well,
this one.
I didn't see for a second. I thought they were doing some kind of wide 4 or 5 wide package, maybe try to draw them off sides of some sort or, right before the end of the third quarter. But let's see what happens. They're going to have to punt it before with 20 seconds left, 10 seconds left on the play clock.
Talon Cope, and it looks like Woodward's going to come after this one a little bit. Cope, middle of the end zone. Snap is away, and end-over-end kick. That does take a Piedmont Wildcat roll, but is down right there at the 49-yard line of Piedmont. And so here we go. That defense again as we enter into the fourth quarter. Throw your 4s up in the air. Ladies and gentlemen, we are 1 quarter away, again, from either the playoffs or from basketball season.
Hoping playoffs. I would love to see this Piedmont team be able to make some noise in the playoffs, but it all depends on this defense staying right here. You're gonna, their ball's starting in Piedmont territory going into the fourth quarter.
We're going to take a break. We'll be right back after this quick word. Here at Piedmont F&M Bank Stadium.
12 minutes.
12 minutes to glory. Here we
12
go.
minutes.
Piedmont faithful giving some love to the Pride of Piedmont Marching Band.
5A OVA champs.
Here we go. And it is new quarterback in.
This is, I think, number 3.
Yeah, Sam Cheap.
Sam Cheap. Okay.
Gain of 5 on the play on the right side. Interesting to see him come on out there.
Yeah, Pope was having a heck of a game, so let's see what the reasoning is behind it. So, might be that fourth quarter quarterback has better ice in his veins.
You bring in the closer.
You bring in the closing quarterback.
That's right. Got him warmed up in the bullpen because that's how football works. Here we go. Twins on the right. Cheap in the backfield with Emery. Cheap, the junior. The handoff is to Emery on the left side, and he's swallowed up on the left side. As nothing going on there. That's going to bring up third down. One more big third down coming up for this Piedmont defense.
Yeah, so this is going to be a 3rd and 5, maybe a 3rd and 4.5 or so. And then you get to, looks like the 39.5, looks like for the first down. So I'm looking for these seniors. I've been saying this all night. I've been looking for these seniors, the Riggs and the Meter show over there on the linebacker and secondary, to step up and make a play happen right here.
Twins on either side. Cheap has the snap coming in, and he is absolutely tattooed. Big-time sack for Piedmont.
Number 50 on the tackle, Dax Pretty. So pretty. Love it. Oh, my goodness. What a sack.
That's pretty solid right
Did you
there.
like that one?
I like that
Full
one.
on just,
So pretty. It's so pretty.
it's just so,
Oh, my goodness. And that is exactly what this Piedmont defense needed. And
Yeah,
so
makes
here
sense.
we go. You got to think that that Cole Riggs, he wants to break one loose on this punt return.
Oh, I think so too. I
He
mean,
got
this-
close. He got close on the kickoff return.
It might be just out of reach, but it's going to
Yep.
take another.
Golly, what a bounce.
What a
What a
for
bounce.
This
Takes
kicker.
an incredible Woodward bounce. It bounces at the 25
That's
and
your-
rolls to the 4.
That's your senior, number 11 for Woodward, Daniel Pinkard. Yeah, he's a senior. So that was just a wonderful kick. But there is a Woodward player down about the 15, 18-yard line or so. Unable to see the number. He's laying on his back. The staff looks like they're out there for it. But Piedmont will take over at their own 4-yard line again. So big field in front of them after that, big-time sack and everything. But that ball hit about the 22-yard line and then just rolled for 15 yards.
That's
so.
incredible. We're going to go ahead and take a break as they tend to the injured Boomer. We'll be right back after this. Who's able to get off on under his own power, so that is good news. But here we go. We got 96 yards in front of us. Piedmont Wildcats game tied at 14, 10:26 left. You got to feel like the way these defenses have been playing, the next score basically wins. Mars keeps it on the left side to get out of the shadow, runs it up to about the 10-yard line for a gain of 6, and that's the first little pop that we've seen out of Mars today.
Yeah, I was going to say that's one of the, usually we're calling Mars' numbers on, and he's calling his own number a lot of the times. But tonight it's been it's been hard, it's tough sledding for this offense today. So we'll see what happens. So makes it a
Mars under
second
center
and man.
here. They're all bunched up in the flex bone and Wood in the backfield. Mars looking to get something happen again, and he calls his own number again, brings it all the way up to the 15-yard line. That's going to be good enough for Piedmont first down.
So that helps it out. That's a breather. So whenever you start that close to your own end zone, that first down,
That first
feels
down.
amazing.
Oh, man, it's
So we got to make sure we keep this momentum going on this first down. Let's keep the momentum rolling. Let's keep it moving forward. This is one of those things that, you have to start thinking, think about tempo and everything, but you also have 9.5 minutes to go, another about 85 yards to get to this touchdown.
bunched up again. Mars under center with a wide receiver kind of bunched up as well. Robles in the backfield, and he pitches it over to Lucian.
That's going to be a hold.
And there's a hold right there. So all of this is kind of all for naught.
Yeah, that was a hold. Looks like that was on number 3, Copeland, out there on the outside by himself. Kind of tried to grab his arm and go, no, wait. No, don't tackle him. I want to take your arm.
I want to tell you a story.
Come on. We're friends. So, yeah, that's going to make that, 1st and 10 at the 16 is going to bring us back to the 6-yard line. So, be still first down, but it's one of those things. We're back in the shadow of our own end zone again. So, this is one of those things you kind of have to be careful. You don't want to get too much too soon, but you also need to make up 20 yards to get a first down here.
1st and 20 at the 6-yard line. Need the 26 for a first down. Here we go. Mars under center. Riggs, and I can't see that far. Twins to his left. Riggs in the slot.
Yeah. I think that's
And they are
Duncan.
on the other side of the world. Goodness gracious. Here we go. Mars, fumble on the end zone, and it's going to be close. Who picked it up?
I
It
think they're
looks
gonna
like
be-
Piedmont picked it up, and
Yeah,
Lucian.
just started
Oh.
running with the ball before he had it. That was one of those things. He took his eyes off the ball whenever it got pitched to him, and he was looking upfield.
Almost a disaster, but pretty disastrous. I mean, so that's going to bring up 2nd and
lot.
23 at the 1 yard line. No margin for error here in this area of the field.
Yeah, this is one of those where there's not much in the playbook that you can do. That's you're just at this point making sure you're just getting positive yardage.
Handoff is to Wood, and just looking to get it across that end zone line is all that they're looking to do there.
That was Robles on the carry.
Robles on the carry, pardon me.
It's okay.
I feel great shame,
You need to.
and I do.
You should. So
And here I am.
So big third down here. This is where, you have to think
Just get
first
it.
down. First down's probably not going to be possible, but it's
Yeah.
also one of those things you want to make it to where Talon Cope doesn't have to punt, whereas feet are maybe too close to that.
Another
end zone.
2 or 3 yards out of this would make this punt a lot easier. Here we go. Single receiver way up top, and the hand is off to Robles right there, and he gets that 2 or 3 yards that we were talking about, gain of about 3 to get up to about the 6. And so here comes the punting unit after that drive went from bad to worse.
Yeah, this is you can't start thinking about this drive. This drive is now out of your memory. You're back on defense, but the offensive line right now on this punt needs to make sure they're protecting Talon Cope enough to give him enough time to kick this ball away. You do not want to have any type of chance.
Snap is fumbled in the end zone, and here is the kick, and it is tackled Talon Cope for a safety. Oh, my goodness, and it just seems like they can't get out of their own way. Talon Cope fumbles the punt, the snap coming back, was unable to get the punt off, was able to at least pick it up so he could be tackled for a safety instead of a touchdown.
Yeah, so that's the third punt today. The first punt was a little bit high. Second punt kind of went on his shoestrings. And that third punt was same at the shoestrings, but it looked like it hit the ground before it even got to Talon Cope. So that's a heartbreaker. So that makes the score 16-14, and Woodward's going to be able to get the ball back and be able to try to put.
Woodward
some more
has the
points.
free kick coming, 16-14. As we get ready for this free kick, 7:03 left in the ball game.
Yeah, this is, there's still time left in this game. You still have all 3 timeouts. This is where the defense steps up, and you're only down by, less than a field goal. It's only down by 2. It's not the end of the world yet, but this is a big-time defensive moment coming up for this team for Piedmont. This next possession could make or break this season, and so this is what those defensive players on the sideline have to be telling themselves. So
And here we go. Free kick from the 20, and Talon Cope just boots it as far as he can. Fielded right there at the 35. That's where he brings it up all the way up to the 50. That is where he is tripped up. That's
Jeez.
Talon Laird.
That referee just threw a flag from the 26-yard line and landed at the 50-yard line. Wow. That referee has a cannon.
That's right. Rick Ankiel back there throwing from right field.
So it's on. It looks like we're holding on Woodward. So that ball that would be starting at the 50 is going to be back starting at the 40.
That's where Woodward's taken over. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line. Piedmont defense has got to step up here. We need to get a 3 and out and get this ball back in reasonable field position.
Yeah, last 2 times they've had the ball has been inside their own 5-yard line. So credit the punter for Woodward for making this a lot difficult and changing this game. Special teams are people too.
Sam Cheap behind center again in the shotgun. Cheap rolling to his right. Looks like a designed run to the right. Gain of about 10 on the play as he takes out the flag guys.
That's going to be probably short. Maybe?
Just short. Looks like he just went out on the went out of bounds
Yeah,
at the
so it's gonna be
49-yard.
second
49-yard line.
Second and 1. So that's a well-designed run. Stretched the defense literally out to the farthest point it could. So let's see what this offense comes out with this new quarterback, which is still kind of mind-boggling to myself as well to you. So
No, Pope had a little bit of a
That's right.
injury earlier. I think finally it got to him. Here we go. Handoff is to Emery going straight into the pile.
They're going to mark him
Squirts.
short. They're going to mark.
Are they really?
Yeah, I thought he rolled over a Piedmont player, but they're going to put this at third and.
Third and nothing.
Yeah,
The tip of the ball is literally at the 50. They need the 50.
Yeah, they're going to measure this. The refs are going to measure this.
Yeah, I was about to say, you need the 50. The tip of the ball is at the 50.
This is going to be
If it's
a
short
fourth and
by-
a link.
Yeah, if
or,
it's short,
or a
it's
third
by-
and a link.
Yeah.
So let's have fun with the chain gang coming out. This is one of the few times we've actually seen the chain gang come out to a
Are you ready?
spot.
Are you ready?
This is wait, hold on. You have to.
Oh, they pulled him back. They remarked the ball. I was about to start singing. That's the sound of the men working on the chain.
But wow, they
Yang,
took like a
yang.
football link.
They took a football length. Yeah. So interesting call to
Oh, come on,
respot there.
Piedmont.
But here we go. Twins on the right, Sheep in the backfield. Handoff is to Camacho, looking to get something happen, and he gets what he needs. Needed about 3 links of a chain. Got about 2 feet.
Yeah, so that's a short yardage, bringing Camacho. So that was a good play. Makes it good. They get the first down. So this is all right. You let them got 1 first down. This is where you have to start. All right, we got to stop him here. This is a stopping moment here. You have to get the stop because any more, you're just gonna get more and more dangerous here. So let's see what happens.
5:45 left in the fourth quarter here. Woodward up by 2 and has the ball. Cheap rolling to his left, throwing to his left. Got a man. Oh, what a catch.
Saying
but
he's out.
Was saying that he was out. Had the toes on the end line. Great effort on the attempted reception by Laird, but just couldn't drag the feet.
Yeah, that was a great pass. It's just a bit outside on the on that sideline, on this near sideline. So great pass across his body for Cheap there. That was one thing I noticed. He's a right-hander rolling to his left and kind of planted his feet and was able to put a good ball on it. And one of the it looked like that was Cole Riggs that had to twist his hips to try to get back to the ball on that one and fell down right there about 5 yards short of it.
Cheap behind center again and looking to run. Looks like a designed run, and he is brought down by the shirt.
That was a collar shirt. That was the end of the collar, or into the sleeve shirt. That was a sleeve takedown. Sorry, sleeve takedown. We learned that in MMA.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Tap out.
Shh,
Go to sleep.
go to sleep.
Go to sleep. It's
All right,
beginning to look a lot like go to sleep.
Go to sleep. That was for Rachel.
Love you, honey. You're not listening.
She's not listening whatsoever. But
3rd and 10 right here. Big time 3rd and 10 coming up for Sam Cheap and the Woodward offense. Piedmont defense needs a stop. Lining up in the shotgun, Camacho in the backfield with him. 3 wide receivers to his left, looking to roll to his left and throws. And that is an interception. And Lucian with the interception cuts it upfield, and he is dragged out of bounds at the 41-yard line. That's the turnover that Piedmont's been looking for all night long.
And hey, you know what? We're not starting in the inside of our own 5 after this either.
We're starting in Woodward territory.
What?
What?
I know.
First we're in a blender, now we're saving lives. What?
This is Piedmont football. 4.5 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. Field goal wins it. Touchdown still wins it. This is meant.
Need a score.
This is meant for these seniors. This is meant for this game right here.
Cole Riggs be the hero. Here we go.
Oh, you're calling it now?
Yeah.
You're calling Cole Riggs as the hero. Let's see.
Here we go. Mars under center, putting a man in motion and looks for the option, is able to sneak out of a tackle, and he goes up the middle, and he is just absolutely breaking tackles left and right, and is pumped up on that 15-yard gain.
He was
Josh Mars is a grown man.
I'm a grown man. Josh Mars broke like 4 tackles going up the center of the field and dragged one. That's like, Derrick Henry-esque almost.
Pour one out for Derrick Henry in his foot. Here we go. First and 10, 23-yard line, need a score. 4:06 and counting left in the fourth quarter. Mars under center. Cole Riggs on an island to his right, and here is Wood. Fake handoff. Would give is to Wood. Nothing going on that.
They're going to give him
minimal
probably a
game,
yard.
if anything. Second and 10-ish, 9 to 10.
I was going to say 2nd and 9.5. That was about a half yard, I think. They gave us on that
I think
one.
Wood's hurt, and I think he's been hurt all night long.
Yeah, I think Woods has been, there's something going on. He has, his right ankle looks like it is taped. His left foot looks like he's wearing a sock, but, I mean, these new football shoes are very, form comfort fitting.
These newfangled football shoes.
Yeah.
Remember
Back in my day.
back when we wore baseball cleats. Here we go. Wood behind Mars again. And Lucian on the pitch play and slips and falls down. That's going to bring up 3rd and 10 again.
Yeah, that was gonna
no gain.
It probably would. That looked like maybe that was back to the original line of scrimmage. That was about a half-yard loss on that play. So this is where you, I believe you are in Talon Cope's range for a field goal, but you don't want a field goal here. You want something else, but still doing the one receiver set with Woods, Lucian, and Benford in the backfield.
Kaufman was the hurt
So they're
Wildcat on that. Wood still in the game. They do draw the offsides penalty on that play. Finally, were able to get him to jump. 2:37 left.
I was going to say that right tackle was way too excited about that offsides call. Yeah, you jumped. You jumped.
Mars is jumping up and down like he's on a pogo stick as well. So let's not get that twisted. Everyone's pretty. That's the most exciting offsides that we've ever seen in our lives.
I was like, it's only 5 yards, guys. But
offsides, we got you.
it only took us 7 times to do this.
But we got him. Opportune time to do it. 2:37 left in the ball game. Mars under center, and the handoff is to Wood, and he gets down to the 15-yard line.
It's going to be short about 2
about
yards.
2 yards.
So this is big time decision. This
Going
is
to be about a 31-yarder if you want to kick from here.
yeah, this is where this isn't Talon Cope's range, but Josh Mars is coming back onto the field. You have to think maybe with 25 seconds, this is a hard count kind of thing to try to draw an offsides, but I think Woodward's a little smart about it.
2:10 left in the play. I don't think they're going to do the hard count, but here we go.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a timeout. They were going to try to get it offsides, but it's 8 seconds. Everyone's kind of looking to the sideline, trying to figure out the code.
They're gonna call a timeout and then kick this field goal, aren't they?
Yeah, because they ran the ball, clock's running, and it got it down to a minute 52. So with the field goal, you're going to look at minute 48, and Woodward has all 3 timeouts. So you're going to go for this field goal, go up by 1.
And then put it on the defense.
And then put it on the defense, which the last 2 times the defense been on the field is big time sack to punt the ball and interception. So
a little bit of a bend to him, though.
Yeah,
they had a little bit of bend before the sack and the turnover.
But you have to keep in mind, we are dealing with a backup quarterback for Woodward. I mean, granted, Pope probably threw the ball 25 times in that first half. And now with Sam Cheap in there, he's only thrown it about 3 or 4 times. Cheap. So this is a very long huddle to, hey, we're going to kick a field goal. Yeah, we're probably going to kick a field goal. Should we kick
Wait, hold on. It's the field goal play, right?
Yeah. Which one is that one? Is it the field goal left or right?
It's the field goal we're right up the middle. That's what we're looking for. All right, no left.
Okay.
No right.
Okay, coach.
See those 2 bars that are sticking up to the sky, pointing to God? Yeah. Those are the ones that you want to put the ball through.
So Talon Cope, the senior on this one. So
senior night, here we go. It is a 32-yarder.
Quiet hushes over the crowd. Another. I think Coach Hall is this kind of
freezing his own kicker.
I was kind of about to say so. That gives them 1 timeout left, I think. Yeah, because that gives them, they have 1 timeout left. So it's kind of interesting to freeze your own kicker on this. You have to start thinking, do you risk not going for a field goal? You're down by 2. You're in range for your field goal kicker, but you have to also think.
You got it.
You have to think. Talon Cope kickers are people too, but he just had that botched punt. So you have to think.
Is he in his head in a little bit?
I'm wondering if Coach Hall thinks he's in his head, and maybe he doesn't feel super confident and just wants to let him know.
So he wants to ice his kicker to let him think about it more.
Reverse psychology. Hey, think about it some more. You're fine. You got all the time in the world.
That's right.
You're the senior. You got this.
Here we go. 32-yarder right hash for Talon Cope, the senior. Here is the snap. Kick is up, and it is right down Broadway. Oh, my.
Whoa. Oh, my gosh.
Talon Cope, ice in his veins.
Everyone is so happy he's on our team.
Talon Cope, the weapon, the secret weapon.
He was pumped there. He's gonna walk around going, yeah, I made that.
Yeah, what you want?
What
you want?
Our Beastie Boys reference too.
Like that?
Wow, we
Hey.
are going deep into the
Deep
mailbag.
into the. I mean, this is a deep cut, is what this is.
Yeah, we're making things interesting.
Talon Cope, though, I mean, to put that in high school kicker. To
Game on the line.
Playoffs on the line. Yeah. Playoffs on the line. Playoffs. Playoffs.
But no, that's probably that was Talon. You know what that was for Talon Cope? That was all the times he's been practicing, all those kicks he does in practice, going game on the line, down by 3 or down by 1,
Down by 2. I mean, this is like
backyard football
like
that you had with 5 of your buddies, that you had the all-time quarterback.
Yeah,
and you go, next play wins it.
Yeah, and you're your own announcer, down by 2, lining up for the field goal.
Yeah, and you don't know how to
The
kick.
kick is up.
At 8 years old, you don't know how to kick a field goal, but you just kick it. And you're
Talon
like,
Cope
"It's
does.
good!"
Talon Cope does. He knew how to kick a field goal when he was 8 years old.
I'm sure. We'll fact check that later.
No, we won't. Not
Listen,
even once.
We are
Let me live my life.
we are professionals here.
By God.
So this is one of those kicks that they've already shown that they're going to be able to return some of these. So you have to think, do you put it higher up in the air where they have to fair catch it, or do you kick it deep and hopefully be able to it looks like a pooch kick. He's looking like he's lining up for those little kicks.
he's looking up, line up for one of them pooch kicks high up into the air.
A fair catch.
Laird
called.
calls for the fair catch right there, fielded at the 34. I think that's the right play. You don't want to give them a chance to return. So here we go. The defense is that's where the pressure is now.
So
148 left.
we don't
Wildcats
know.
up by 1.
We don't know where the field goal range is for this kicker for Woodward. We know he can hit extra points. He's hit 2 of those. But I don't know. I didn't really watch him in pregame or coming back from half to see where he can kick from.
He didn't really do any kicks after the half.
No, but the one thing that I've noticed is they went for it a couple times on 4th down at like the 20-yard line. So
I don't know. This field goal kicker, I don't know if they have a whole lot of hope in it. And I think that's Pope back in the behind center.
no, that's still cheap.
Is it? That's
No,
Pope. Here we go. Pope looking to his right, rolling to his right, blind side, and it is intercepted! Piedmont go to the 20, to the 15, to the 10, 1 man to beat, and down at the 1-yard line. Piedmont Wildcats turnover.
Tyson Benford with the ice in his veins, going up for the interception. Read the play all the way through. Can you write this better? Can you write this better? They're going to take over the ball at about the 1-yard line.
First and goal at the 1-yard line. After the interception, Piedmont with the business, able to put it in and put this game away.
This is high school football at its finest. The entire press box, I think, just shook on that one. From the coordinators to our right, the announcers to our left, and everyone up here just jumped up and down screaming interception. Oh, my goodness. Can you write the script better?
Mackenzie's going crazy. She needs to calm down. Our camera operator is absolutely losing her mind right now. First down,
Calm down.
and goal
Calm down.
right here, and Morris keeps it. It's I think they stopped him short.
Hey, I'll take that. You know why?
Clock's running.
Clock's running, so that's going to be I think they are going to charge.
Woodward takes their first time out of the half.
Last time out. Or no, first time out. Yes. Thank you. Whatever. I'm tired.
I could read scoreboards too. Here we go. First time out for Woodward. Let's go ahead and take a break and catch our breaths. Crossover Radio Sports brings you Piedmont Wildcat football. We're going to be right back after this. left. Piedmont up by 1, 17-16, but the ball is inside the 1, and Piedmont has the ball. You got to think that a touchdown probably puts this one to bed.
So if it was me, quick thinking here. If I get this touchdown,
I'm going for 2.
I'm going for 2.
Yep.
Put
That's
this
it.
game away.
Absolutely. Here we go. Mars under center and looking to get in the end
That's
zone,
a
and he
touchdown,
absolutely gets in.
Mars.
Waltzes in on the left side for the touchdown. Josh Mars has put this team on his back and just won't be denied.
I will say this: Josh Mars, this second half,
Grew up.
different player.
He is grown up.
100% different player. Going, guys, first half that was on me. I didn't have the right play call. The fumble that he had in the first half,
Yep.
that was that pitch play to
Yep.
Lucian, and he also had the second fumble. Or no, that was the second fumble. He had that first fumble that he was running, and he kind of got hit from behind, and he dropped it. So he basically looked at that first half and said, guys,
I got this.
come on.
Snap
let's
is
go."
down. Kick is up after the touchdown, and they do go for the extra point to go up 8.
So it's the hard one-score game.
It's the hard one-score game. So, you know, I think I'm probably going for 2 because I think I want to go up 9.
Yeah, if it was me, I'd want to go for 2 because you know what? You're up by 7 at that point. If you go for 2, you're going to be up by 9. No way you can score once and get 9 points.
I think I want to make it a 2-score game. But the flip is that you go up by 8, you force them to go for 2 if they get this in.
Right, but you also have to think they have Camacho on that side, and 3 yards. It's not hard for him to be able to go 3 yards on this defense.
President Camacho can go get you 3 yards.
But the one thing that this defense has done, let's talk about the last 3 drives. Massive 10-yard sack, punts the ball, we get the ball within the 5.
Interception.
So this defense has a little bit of swagger going right now. This last drive right here, this next drive, this is the defense coming on the field that's going to be like going, prove it.
This is a playoff drive. This is a playoff defensive drive that we're looking at right here.
Yeah, this is a prove it. And, you know, as you were saying, they did bring Pope back into that game. He did get an interception on that play. So we'll see if he comes back on this play. I'm sure he will because he is the general of this team. So let's see with this pooch kick. Probably going to be
fielded around the 35 again. So kicks it high in the air. Laird fields it, doesn't call fair catch, and he is swallowed up at the 30 after he is hit multiple times by waves and waves of Wildcats.
Yeah, that was 1, 2, 3. Then he just kind of fell backwards because
ow.
I hurt. That one hurt. But so they're going to have the ball 31-yard line. They're going to have to go, 69 yards all the way for a touchdown.
69 yards for a touchdown, 119, and then get another 3 for the 2-pointer. Wildcats up 24-16, up by 8, 119 left in the ball game. Looks like that is Pope in the back.
Looks like Pope back in the back.
Back in there with Camacho. Trips to his right, single down low. Big time defensive drive coming. No, that's cheap. To the right side and completed.
Boom!
Tackled inbounds.
33. That is papers flying around up here. Bryson Pace. That is a senior. I was wondering. I was like, man, 33 is a senior. Senior with the heads or shoulder tackle.
Trips
right
to
there.
his left. Cheap in the shotgun, looking to get something going. Cheap looking to his left, throwing to his left, and just throws it out of bounds about 4 yards ahead of everyone's third down. That does stop the clock.
Yeah, that was Colton Lucian and Cole Riggs chasing that one down faster than the receivers were trying to get there. They were trying to put this game away.
If Riggs would have intercepted that, this place would have gone BANANAS bananas.
Hey, I see what you did there. You spelled out a fruit.
I did.
Look at you. And you know why? You know why that's interesting? Because Piedmont's in the all yellows tonight.
Indeed. Trips to the right. Cheap in the backfield. Camacho running pass block. Cheap looking to throw. Completed at the right side. Gain of about 8 for a first down and a new set of downs. 49.5 left in the fourth quarter. Piedmont still up by 8.
That was about a 90-mile-per-hour two-seam football going down the sideline from Cheap on that one. He put a bullet.
No, he
receiver.
threw the old number 1, didn't he?
And the one down the middle, and that thing was like,
forget the curveball, Ricky. Give him the heater. Here we go.
We are going into the mailbag
I'm
tonight.
telling you what, man. Last regular season game, Twins on either side, Cheap in the backfield. Snap is, and he's under pressure, and Ball's out, and it is recovered by Piedmont, and that is your football game.
So pretty.
It's
Dak's
so pretty. It's
Dak's
so pretty.
Dak's pretty. So pretty. That might be game, my friend. That's going to be very close.
We're
to
going to be.
game.
It's a first down away from being from them being to ice it, but that is probably the back breaker. 43.2 seconds left, up by 8 after the fumble.
Going through the math.
Cheap got a cheap turnover there.
Yeah, so going through the math on this, each play's average 5 seconds plays. That's going to put them below 40 seconds after first down, timeout.
They got 2 timeouts remaining.
They'll be able to get this extremely close, if not completely go victory formation.
They are lining up in the victory formation. Let's see if Woodward just goes ahead and waves the flag. And they do take a knee.
I think Woodward is looking at the clock as much as we are.
They've already done the math. If they weren't going to call timeout now, and Piedmont does not have to snap the ball to put this one away.
Hey, you know what's happening? It's 3-second differential play clock to game clock. You know what's about to happen here in about 20 seconds?
That's Piedmont's going to the playoffs is what's about to happen.
Piedmont in the playoffs. Oh, goodness. The handshakes are happening.
8, 7, 6, and that is going to be your ball game.
3.
This Piedmont
2,
football team
1.
going to the playoffs in 2021.
They are going to the 5A Oklahoma State playoffs.
Piedmont up 24-16. We're going to take one last break and give you our final thoughts. Crossover Radio Sports. It is Sports Talk with a Purpose. We're going to be right back right after. With a purpose, and ladies and gentlemen, you will not have us not call a football game. I got a little trapped in that one.
Yeah, I was going to say.
I don't know where I'm going.
Negatives are going crazy.
Triple negatives.
Triple negatives, but
You're going to have us for one more week at least.
But I will say this, you know what's not a negative? Piedmont's in the playoffs.
Playoffs?
We're talking about playoffs.
We're talking about playoffs.
We're not talking about practice. We're talking about
What are we talking
playoffs.
about? We talking about practice? No, we're talking about the playoffs. We're talking about the playoffs. Let me tell you something. Coach Hall got this team fired up for the second half.
Yes, I was going to say that little meeting there at the 50-yard line where he basically took the headset off, looked at the team and said, what are y'all doing? No, what are you doing? Come on. This is what we're doing. We are a team that could do this. Guess what? He put him out there on the field and said, y'all are going to have to fight for 24 minutes. And you know what they did? They fought for all 24 minutes.
Every last one of them.
And all the way. And you know what's the sweetest formation in football?
That's that victory formation.
Taking an easy knee and just being able to put this game away. And they were able to come over to the stands, play the alma mater with a little bit of a tear in their eye. All these seniors are going to get to have one more chance in the playoffs.
One more chance to put those pads on.
And this is... It's going to, we're paying attention to scores. There's MacArthur or Ardmore next week. Ardmore is beating Lawton right now. So with the 5A playoff systems, how it works is basically you carry the 1, you add the 4, you put over the river, and then you ask Grandma which way is your house.
And if you find the grumpy old troll, you have to answer 3 riddles, otherwise you can't go over the bridge.
And that simplified is what the 5A Oklahoma State playoff bracketology is. And, if we had Stephen A. Smith on this, it would make it completely different. But,
Indeed.
So, Piedmont's in the playoffs. We are going to be here next week. One more week.
One more week with you on Crossover Radio Sports. I tell you what, and I don't think we need X's and O's tonight. I think we just need to say this, is that the guts and the heart that this Piedmont Wildcat team showed in the second half is how they're going to be dangerous in the playoffs.
Josh Mars, Cannon Wood. Yes, Wood didn't have a whole big game, but one thing I did notice for Cannon Wood tonight on defense, he was in the backfield almost every other play, right there next to Duncan Meter. Both of those guys were in the backfield as much as they possibly could. So Wood didn't do what he normally does and impact the game. He impacted the game on the defensive side. The one thing that I saw from this team from first half to second half, this second half team was hungry.
Yep.
And they wanted to get there. And what happened is it showed the defense stepped up and won this game for the Piedmont Wildcats. And that's something that this defense can hold their head up. And because, you know, whenever we get to the playoffs, we're going to face more spread offenses. And so guess what? You can go, we can hang. Let's go.
Well, for my brother, Mark Larson, my name is Philip Larson. You've been listening to Piedmont Wildcat Football on Crossover Radio Sports. It is sports talk with a purpose. Hey, we're going to see you next week for the playoffs. And go Wildcats.